Hey everyone, it's Ten Types, and today I'm really excited to be playing Ceruledge EX. This is a deck I haven't played, honestly, that much, because I played it when it came out, and it was pretty straightforward. If you're not familiar with what it does, it's a stage 1, it's a Terra here, which kinda matters, I guess, but with Abyssal Flames for 1 fire, you do 30 and 20 more for each energy card in your discard pile. This does not need to be basic energy, it does not need to be fire energy, it can be a wide variety of different things here. So you play, I mean, not that many, there's not that many energies in the game. There's like these energies in the game, but you have some variety, and we have some variety in the deck. Long story short, though, you want to attack for big damage with Ceruledge EX. Before the new set, Ceruledge EX was like okay, I guess. It wasn't super spectacular, but it was certainly playable. But now with the new expansion, Mega Evolution, there are some really good support pieces for it, notably the new Lunatone. And I have not played with the Lunatone that much, to be honest. I've wanted to, I just haven't. I don't know why. I just haven't done it that much. So I'm really excited to be playing it here. You just go to fighting from your hand, draw 3. You can do this ability once each turn, even if you have multiple Lunatones. You do need Solrock and play to use it as well. Your idea here with Solrock also can be to attack, turn 1 going second, maybe 70 for 1. Actually, that's probably kind of hard to do because you don't really have switching. Well, you don't have switching you could actually use on it, but Solrock here can be useful there, but you need it in play for Lunatone. Then you also have Drillbur here on play with your ability Dig, Dig, Dig. This is not a new card here, but it is fighting. It works obviously very well when you're playing fighting and within Ceruledge when you play it from your hand onto your bench. So does not work with Nest Ball. But then you get to search the deck for 3 basic fighting energies and discard them. That seems pretty useful for just an immediate 60 more damage. We also play Carmine and Professor's research to discard our deck, discard hands from our cards from our hand and like from our deck and stuff to churn through that and get a lot of damage there. It's a very fast, aggressive deck. I assume I want to go first with it. I'm not actually sure. I'm gonna play, yeah, you want to go first. You play Carmine to do that. If you go second, it is what it is. You also have Briar to get a bit of a comeback. Turo Snare for a little healing as well there, and switching and stuff. But you have Jet Energy also for switching. We play 6 fires, including Legacy here, so I need to be aware of that. And Earthen Vessel and Super Rod as well. Also, we have Fighting Gong to search out fighting stuff, but let's just hop right in here. Oh, no, let's set the deck active first. Also, Live is on maintenance. Okay, there we go. It finally loaded. I don't know why that took so long, but let's just hop right into our game here. And also, while we're hopping in, make sure you subscribe and like. That really helps out the channel, but let's see how this goes. I'm super excited to play this deck. I always like to play new decks. I haven't tried before. As I said, I've played Ceruledge, but not the fighting type build. So let's see what we're up against here. Not super familiar with what the matchup stuff looks like, but I can't imagine it's that complicated. I imagine you're just kind of swinging, and yeah, I imagine that's about it. Also, a lot of decks want to go second, so being a deck that is very comfortable going first is really, really nice as well. Also, comment down below any decks you want me to play as well. If you have fun ideas, I'd love to hear them, but I like to play good stuff. I like to play fun stuff. I like to play a lot of different things here. We are going first, so that's cool. We got a decent hand here, I think. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, but like a decent idea, right? So we top deck Super Rod, which seems bad. Not like that bad, but a little bad. I'll get rid of certainly Briar here. I want to Pal Pad that back in. I guess also Super Rod, maybe just attach active, and then I'll grab a probably the we priced a Lunatone and a Solrock. Okay, that's gonna be a little awkward to get going. I'll go for a Charcadet though. I guess I'll go for I don't know which Charcadet we want to go for. It probably doesn't matter. Let's be honest. I'll go for this one, I guess. Then I'll go attach the fighting active so we can retreat there. I'll Pal Pad the Briar back into the deck. Oh, I'll use Dig 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 as well to get rid of 3 fightings here. We will have less fightings for Lunatone and Solrock, but as I said, I don't even know if we're going to be able to get Lunatone and Solrock going super well. We get Briar back into the deck. It's useful to take an extra prize if things go prize-wise a little weirdly. Also, I don't know what this is. It could be Alakazam, which it's going to be pretty weird there. We have an interesting hand here. We drew the Briar again. We also have Carmine. I feel like I want a Carmine. I don't know what my opponent's running. If I go too aggressive, obviously things could go badly, but I feel like it's all right. We play 3 Ceruledge. Don't even know if we have another Super Rod in deck. I'll just go for it, I guess. It's fine. I'll get a Lunatone, I guess. I mean, Lunatone Solrock's just like good to get going. And then we can find one of the other pieces hopefully off of this, and we just want to be getting this energy discarded as quickly as possible here. We still have a bunch of outs to Ceruledge and like drawn stuff, so I'm not super worried about it here. And I'm I want to play cards. Playing cards is fun. It's a card game. That's what you do. So I'll go Carmine. I could have gone for another Charcadet. I feel like it should be fine. We actually do hit it. We can go. We hit like everything. I could Nest Ball. I'll just I'll Luna Cycle first, or grab a Fighting with Fighting Gong to then discard and draw 3. See what we get here. We get Legacy. I think I want a Nest Ball for Charcadet. Charcadet's good to have in play. I still have access to Fezandipiti EX with Ultra Ball if I need it. I don't have bench space for it currently, but it should be fine because once I get knocked out, then I'll have bench space. So I'll just pass here. I could retreat. I think retreating's bad. I also have Legacy. I have Ceruledge. I have a pretty decent hand here. It's not perfect, but it's pretty decent. Looks like we are against Alakazam. Definitely a pretty sketchy matchup. Legacy Energy doesn't even help either, does it? Wait, how much did they get off of the bills there? Was it 3 cards? 4 cards? Oh, that's not good for us. Well, I don't know, but they don't have the basic necessarily. If they don't have an Abra, that's really good for us. If they just have one, that's good. Oh, they're gonna Great Ball as well. Also, random question for people. Not random, but is Great Ball or is... Oh, that's Fez. That's good for us, I guess. Is Great Ball or Dusk Ball better in Alakazam? I heard someone say like Dusk Ball was better. They didn't like explain it, so I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what's better. But anyways, they're gonna slam down a bunch of those. Are they gonna put them all down? They're thinking about it. Yep, they are. Okay, that's probably good for us. We can go knock out an Abra, or I guess we can't knock out an Abra if they don't have an Abra, which is even better. Nice. Okay, if they play Fez, I feel like that's not bad. Also, Legacy Energy. What it does here is it says. It's an energy of every type, so it'll be a fire. And then if the Pokemon's knocked out, is attached to is knocked out by damage, then your opponent does they take one less prize, but it's not gonna be knocked out by damage. It's damage counters because that's what Alakazam does. So that's kind of rough there. We get fires. I mean, I assume I want the Legacy on the Ceruledge anyway, just because I mean I don't see a reason not to do it. Terror Snare could be useful. I mean, we're just gonna go take the knockout. Not really too much to do here. I could do more stuff, but I don't think it's useful. We're swinging for more than enough to... Well, I guess we're swinging exactly enough to one-shot Fez, and they could play the Blood Mirror Luna EX, which is okay. I could actually Terror Scenario the Squawkabilly out of play, which now that I think about it, I probably should have done last turn. So hopefully that doesn't end up costing me the game. We'll see. I don't think it will. I think the game will either be completely out of hand for us or my opponent like won't set up at all. I feel like how many Dunsparces do they have? I don't know. Okay, they got an Abra there. Obviously, we're hoping they just have one so we can boss knock it out. They do have 2. Okay, I'll still probably target an Abra here. Going after them is going to be good. Specifically if they attach an energy. We'll see what they do with their energies, or if they play an energy this turn or whatever. Because if they have an extra energy attachment, then that will allow them to use Enriching Energy, I believe is the name of the card, to allow them to draw more cards. And that's not good. Well, that's good for them. It's not good for us. They're going to get another Dunsparce down, so they got a bunch of things going here. They're going to retreat into their Fan Rotom. Obviously not hit us. They already attached. And yeah, we're going to boss the Abra. Again, I should have probably bossed or Turo's the Squawkabilly. I wasn't thinking that because I was like, well, they're just going to one-shot Ceruledge, but not necessarily. I mean, like here they would actually one-shot it. It's not that hard for them to do. Also, I can't imagine they run Disruption. I'll get rid of Solrock. Solrock's actually an interesting attacking option as well. I could even attack with it here. I'm not going to have many options to attack with it, but I want to boss knock out the Abra. I'll get rid of the Earthen Vessel, I guess, grab a Fire and a Fighting. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like the other cards are pretty useful as well. I'm obviously going to Lunatone here, draw some more. I could deck out, theoretically, if things go really weirdly. I'll probably evolve here. I feel like there's no reason to not be evolved. Actually, there is. I could get stuck, but I don't think that's happening. I'll Fighting on Solrock, maybe, and boss the Abra. I feel like that's all right. Then we could also Jet Energy to the Solrock. Oh, that's our last Fighting. Okay, we do not have a Super Rod. Okay, so that is prized. Isn't the end of the world, but also not ideal. Also, not having Briar is bad. Also, what decks even run to Dunsparce outside of Alakazam? Should I have known it's to Dunsparce? I don't know. But I'm going to boss knock out that Abra. How much are we doing? 230. Oh, I guess we just discarded 1 energy there. So that's a lot. Yeah, that's pretty cool there. Then we take a prize. We do so much extra damage there. Nothing else we're getting out of it. We get a fighting. That's good, I guess. It doesn't matter too much, but it's kind of cool. Maybe we shouldn't even have played the Drillbur. I don't think it's like an issue that Drillbur's in play, but it didn't really do too much for us. Honestly, discarding the fighting wasn't super useful. I played it because I had it and it seemed fun, but might have been wrong there. Also, they're gonna Dunsparce. They're looking for candy. They don't have candy. Okay, that's super good for us. I'm really surprised they didn't go for that. You're gonna play another Abra and another Dunsparce there. I'm gonna boss their Kadabra again, right? I feel like that's just gonna be a good play. I'm not going to go for the knockout with Solrock. Going for the knockout with Solrock feels good, but I feel like once they got their stuff going, they're going to have boss, and it doesn't really matter anyways. Yeah, that's just kind of my thought process there. So they send up Fan Rotom again. Again, we can knock out Fan Rotom with Solrock. It technically resists fighting, but Solrock hits the resistance, which I've learned the hard way by repeatedly forgetting about it over and over and over again. Also, they attach to Abra. That's interesting. I guess so now they're like they're very much thinking about the boss play there. Thinking like, oh well, if the Kid Abra gets bossed, then they have the energy on the Abra, so they can enriching energy. If the Abra gets bossed, they have the Kadabra, which is like better than the Abra because it's closer to where they want it. They're mind gaming me. I feel like could go for the Solrock play, force the boss out of them. We get another boss as well. Obviously, the better they're set up, the more likely they have the Gust, but the more attack with Solrock, the more pressures the resources as well. So I think attacking with Solrock is really good here. Yeah, so I'll just send it up here to get a single prizer in the active and just take the knockout. It doesn't feel amazing, but it definitely doesn't feel terrible either. I could boss the Dunsparce as well to reduce their draw, or even no, I could boss the Abra. Yeah, I should boss the Abra. What am I saying? I'll boss the Abra. There's value to bossing the Abra. I'm not really going to need boss all the time. Also, not going to Lunatone. I'm getting super low on energies, kind of low on cards in deck. So I feel like it's better to have the energies. I don't really need more cards. I mean, I got all my boss. Well, I have one boss in hand, the other two in the discard. I have no more in deck there. So they sent up the Kadabra. Well, okay. I was going to say unsurprisingly, they probably should have sent up the Dunsparce, but that means that they have 100% they have the Alakazam. Or maybe they could well, we know they have the Alakazam because they got it. Turn one. Yeah, they got a turn one. So we know they have it in hand, guaranteed. I'm pretty sure they didn't yeah, they have to have it there. Okay, they do have the energy. I imagine that's what they're getting off of the stretcher. No, they get an Abra there. Okay. Also, live should ideally show it to you. I mean, it shows it in the battle log, but I feel like it would be better if it showed it. It doesn't say on the card, but anyways, they obviously have the Alakazam. So they're gonna play that there. Not the same Alakazam. It is. Okay. Sometimes people play different arts. Then I have more knowledge, which gives stuff away for them. Also, they obviously have knockout on the Solrock. Obviously, they want to get a 2-prize knockout. That's better for them. We'll see if they're able to do it. If they're not, it's a very real chance we can win this. If they take 2 prizes 3 turns in a row, they'll win. There's nothing we can do to win in that situation, except for Briar, which we don't have. So there's nothing we can do there. But if we're able to, if they have to take 1 prize one of these turns, then we should be able to win this game. We have the boss. We need to use the boss to take a knockout with the Solrock here if we can. We will probably set up another Solrock as well. That's going to be useful potentially. They're playing a lot of cards. I'm not really paying attention to what they're doing, but I know they're drawing a bunch. I mean, oh wait, it's 2. It's not 3 times. It's 2 times. So I said earlier something about them getting the knockout, which would have been wrong. Okay, they got Bill's transfer. That's super good. They get 4 more cards. Are they going to deck themselves out? Surely not, but maybe. They're drawing a lot. No, they have Counter Catcher. Oh no. Okay, well they're going to knock out my Ceruledge here. They're going to Neutralization Zone. Oh no, that's bad. Do we play any stadiums? No, this deck doesn't play any bumps. Oh, that's bad. Okay, well I guess we lost, right? I don't think there's anything we can do about that. I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking this one through. Doesn't play any stadiums. I just net deck this list. I wasn't expecting that. I think I'm gonna scoop here. Yeah, I can't win, right? Yeah, I mean if they pass, I could theoretically win. I'm gonna scoop. I'm not gonna be able to win this one with Neutralization Zone because Yeah, we could attack with Solrock a few times. That's about it. That's honestly all we can do. So yeah, wow, that neutralization zone was brutal. This deck has no outs to it. Is that normal in the deck? It might be. Well, that was well played by my opponent, I suppose. I guess there was nothing I could do once they played it. Now that I think about it, there's like literally nothing I could do outside of like attack with single prizes, which are never gonna win. I did all my challenges though, but yeah, that went well until it didn't, until I just lost on the spot. But yeah, I mean that was fun, I suppose. Neutralization zone is normally it's either really good or really bad. And in that situation, it was really good for them. So yeah, that changed quickly there. I was not expecting that. I think that's like normally no, that's not normally an Alakazam. I think they usually play Enriching Energy, but I think I've seen it, and yeah, that was well played by them. But in deck construction, in terms of gameplay, I suppose they played fine. It didn't really matter, right? Because we don't play any bumps, but yeah, the new stadium, or no, the new stadium bump card, the new blowtorch. I'm super excited for that in Ceruledge as well. I recently recorded a video on it. Don't know if I'm recording this or no, I'm recording this one after. Don't know which one I'm posting first, but make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, or because you already saw it and you're watching a second video of mine. Um, so you should subscribe or something. Okay. Well, this hand is what am I going? I'm going second. My opponent's playing Gholdengo, maybe, probably. Don't know what build. Probably the fighting. This matchup should be good, I'm pretty sure. Not super familiar with it. Also, my hand is actually it's not very good. It's kind of bad. I don't know what I do here. I guess I grab Squawkabilly. We do a boss. We could boss something potentially. I don't know. It depends what exactly they have on their board. We could go after a Gimmighoul if they are playing Gholdengo. They could be playing our Caledon. I mean, they could be playing different things. Looks like it is Gholdengo, though, which makes sense. Again, we do hit 3 resistance, which is cool. We do need the Lunatone to get the knockout there. I could go for Lunatone. There is something there, but it seems pretty rough, pretty sketchy. Also, they do have 2 Gimmighouls. If they just had 1, I would have felt really confident going after their only Gimmighoul. But they have 2, so they're almost certainly going to have the knockout. If I don't have a Ceruledge EX, that's really bad. I could also go for Squawkabilly and like whiff off of that. I don't think that's super likely, but it is possible. They just pass. They do a little bit there, nothing crazy. We got Squawkabilly. Oh, that's really good. So I'm gonna grab Lunatone. Yeah, I'll grab Lunatone here. I think grabbing the knockout here is fine. I could technically grab the knockout and like maintain a single prize board or something. Uh, that could actually be good. I don't know if I'll do that. That means not playing Squawkabilly, which is kind of bad. So I guess I'll Lunatone. I'll use it, see what I get. Especially because we have a bunch of fighting in hand. Using Lunatone first feels good. We also have Earthen Vessel, which could be cool. I'm just going to go ahead, Lunar Cycle, hopefully get, some, okay, access to a basic. That's really nice here. Was Fez in my deck? I think it was. I don't remember. I'm not going to lie. I'll just boss knock out the one Gimmighoul, maintain a single prize board, I think. Oh, but then if they knock out my Charcadet, that's still bad for me. And we get Briar to come back into things, so even if they get the first 2 prize knockout, we can still definitely win. So I'll grab another Charcadet, and just go and, I'll actually grab the other one, I guess. And I'll go ahead and grab the, we can play the Squawk, really use it. Boss knockout a Gimmighoul, that's still going to be good there to get the first knockout. We have Briar. The idea is we get a knockout for 1 prize, they get a knockout for 2 prizes, we get a knockout for 2 prizes, they get a knockout for 2 prizes, then we get a knockout for 3 prizes and win. If that's able to happen, that's good. How much energy do we need to one-shot Gholdengo? We need to be doing 130, which is 5. That shouldn't be too bad. I don't think I'm going to discard any more energy. That's kind of what I'm thinking through here. I could get rid of a fire. I don't hate it. I don't know. I'll just go ahead and Squawkabilly. I need energies in my hand to like attack and like draw and stuff. So I feel like that's kind of good there. Nice little hand here. I could play Charcadet. I don't love it. I'd rather hold on to this hand. So let's go ahead. I'll Cosmic Beam. I think that's fine. I'm gonna go grab the knockout here for the first prize. We get a prize, which is also good. So we get another card. We grab a Fighting Gong. Okay, that's actually really nice. So we can grab a Solrock or a Fighting Energy. Or a Lunatone, I suppose. I doubt that'll happen. But we can go grab that to be drawing, get our draw engine back online. Either because we need the energy or the Pokemon there. Actually, we need both, but we have the Ultra Ball to get the Pokemon. Also, they have all their Gholdengos in their hand. Well, they don't. They don't have any in their deck. They just discarded one, so they're not all in their hand. But yeah, let's see what they're going for. Wait, what did they grab? They grabbed two fightings. Okay, so they are running the fighting build. Not surprising there. They're going to coin bonus as well. I mean, they probably have the metal in their hand. Notably, that's what I was looking for. Or they're all prized. If they're all prized, we pretty much just win, right? They can't really attack. I guess they could take a knockout on the Charcadet with the Solrock, theoretically, but I don't think that one's happening. And let's see what else they have. I'm still wondering if the plays I made turn one were right. But they feel pretty decent. I feel like this matchup should be good. If we go first, it's good. If we go second, it's good. It should just be good. We hit them for weakness. We do similar things, but we have some more tricks up our sleeve. So they grab Buddy Buddy Poffin, Air Balloon. Probably grabbing two Gimmigholes, right? I don't think they have any other options. Also playing 4 of this Gimmighoul. I wonder what the right Gimmighoul split is. There's a bunch of different ones. I was playing Gholdengo a lot last format. The Gholdengo split stuff was kind of fun. Not super meaningful, right? I think it mattered in a handful of games, the different Gimmighouls, but it is kind of interesting there. They are not playing a split there. They're playing 4, the minor errand running one. But now they're thinking through their options. They're going to slap the air balloon on the Genesect, I guess, because they're scared of getting trapped. I personally wouldn't do that. And they pass. What? Oh, they had no energies to hand? I can't believe that. Okay. I'm surprised that they Earthen Vesseled first. I feel like they should have done that in the other order. Wait, what? But they played an Arvin and they got butted by Poffin? Why didn't they just grab? Okay, I don't know. That worked well for me. I guess they didn't want to have like a terrible board, but I mean, I'm gonna knock that out, right? That seems good. I guess I'll go Lunatone first. We need enough energy in the discard, which we currently don't have. We're like pretty close. I mean, we technically don't have. We have it, right? Let's be honest. I'm not worried about my one of these guys getting knocked out by a Lunatone. I don't think that's that bad. Actually, I kind of am. I'm not gonna lie. I'll play the Fire. I feel like the Legacy is better to have later, and also like kind of it's gonna do some weird stuff. And yeah, we get the knockout there with just that. I could grab Fez. I think that's bad. I could grab another Ceruledge. I could play the Charcadet as well. There's some different plays I could go for here. They might be trying to bait me into an Iono play. I mean, not that it's like super strong by them. I'll just go and attack here, I think. Yeah, I could go for Ceruledge. I kind of like going for Ceruledge, honestly. But I'm not in love with it. I don't know. I'll get rid of Jet Charcadet maybe. No, maybe Charcadet Super Rod. Hold on to the supporter. Again, just not super confident in my plays because I haven't played this too much. I think it shouldn't matter too much. I'll just go grab the knockout. And yeah, I mean, this feels fine. We're up 3 prizes. They're a very linear deck. The most, like, realistically, the craziest thing that they go for is gusting us, getting us stuck, which shouldn't even be an issue. That's why I kept the Jet Energy there. Because the Jet Energy obviously is a switch there. So that could be really useful. Innocent Energy, just having energies in hand can be useful. Obviously, it's useful in the discard as well, but I think we have enough. They could attach the tool to take less damage, but like we just need 1 more energy. And then they could also do also by the way, the tool and any card that says you take less damage, or that's like says you take less or more damage is going to be activated after you take damage or after weakness and resistance, versus a card that says you do more or less damage is before weakness and resistance. I just wanted to point that out there. But yeah, I think we should be fine. Unless we get Ionoed, and that could be bad. That could be bad. I was thinking if I played Fez, they could Iono and then counter catcher. Oh no, that was wrong. I should have gotten Fez, but then I still have the Ceruledge, so that would have been fine. To like just grab the knockout, then we just need 1 more prize. I think it's okay, but we'll see. Realistically, the likelihood that they Iono, they don't even have anything. Okay, so they're just searching the deck, I guess, which is fine. But they don't have their Lunatone Solrocks either. Don't know what's happened to them, but well, nothing's happened to them clearly. They're not in play. They could be all prized. They could just, I mean, their draws haven't been super good. I feel like they made some strange plays, but again, their draws have just been like really rough. It looks like they got a pretty big hand. We know that they have a gold. No, okay, so they have all their Gholdengos in play / in the discard. So it's not like their hands like hiding those and it's just like inflating their hand size. They could have a lot of energy. We know they have 2 fightings in there, I think. But yeah, I mean, this situation seems like super good for us. I don't know what's been going on for them though. I don't know if they've been misplaying or they just haven't had what they want. They do have the boss. They're just gonna go uh gust the squawk, maybe knock it out here. I mean, we know they have, as I said, at least 2 energies there. They're gonna make it rain. Let's see. Do they have it? I mean, it's probably, yeah. So they do have it there, which is fine for us, honestly. We could Fez now. There's not that much value in playing Fez. We get to draw more, but we don't actually need more draw. I think I hold off. I think I attach the Ceruledge and discard a fighting, to maybe get to more damage at some point if we need to. Obviously, the fighting could be useful later on for drawing. Okay, well, I was like, yeah, no, they're playing slower. They're thinking about their actions, but why are they thinking now? Like they don't have anything to think about. You just take them. It doesn't matter. They're random. Anyways, yes, I think we'll go for the Fighting Gong play. Obviously, it kind of depends what we top deck. Fighting Gong has like different use cases, so I don't love playing it. I don't think it really matters, right? It seems completely fine for us, really, no matter how this goes. But yeah, I mean, I want to be able to potentially do a little more damage, in case they play the tool, the rigid band there. But we top deck Ultra Ball. Okay, that's fine. I'll Fighting Gong for a Fighting Energy and use it to draw some more cards, which is cool. Attach the Fire to Ceruledge EX, that's going to be really nice. Still maintaining the Legacy in my hand, I think, is going to be useful. We see the Briar, okay. We don't need it, so if we discard it, it's fine. I don't need to discard it, but I could. I guess I will. I'll get rid of Briar Ultra Ball for Fezandipiti EX to be able to draw. I'm not 100% sure if this is the right play to go for Fez here. I mean, I feel like it doesn't really matter. We have the knockout. I could have drawn with Fez as well. I guess I should have done that. Again, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to think if there's like a reason I wouldn't. That'd be like if I get Ionoed and I want certain cards like in my deck, but I don't even like know exactly what's in my deck. The reasons to not draw with Fez are almost non-existent. The reasons to draw there are like super obvious. You want more cards, so I should have done that. I just forgot. But they might have rage quit. I don't know. They took a really long time with their prizes. They made it timed out, which should be annoying, right? I mean, you get I get it. You get bad hands, and it is rough. Stuff can be pretty rough, but it's better to in this situation maybe quit. Yeah, if you're like really out of it, if there's nothing you can do, like that last game where there's literally nothing I could do. I mean, I could attack with Solrock a bunch of times, but there wasn't anything I could do where they didn't have guaranteed game, as far as I'm aware. Even if I just attack with Solrock every turn, I wouldn't have been able to win, So they set up Genesac, so yeah, I think they left. I mean, maybe not, but I don't know. But it's just really good against Gholdengo. I feel like I kind of wish there was a more even matchup that I played, but it showcases the strengths and weaknesses of the deck. It's really powerful in terms of damage. I mean, we're hitting like a decent amount. We're not hitting that much, actually. We're hitting, well, ignoring weakness, we're hitting 120, 150, which is like kind of not very good, I'm not going to lie. But we could have done more, obviously. We're not like pushing ourselves. We certainly could be doing, I imagine the mid 200s. Like 5 energy feels pretty fair there. Yeah, looks like they left. But yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll just swing for knockout, obviously. 150 is like all right. We could, as I said, been doing more. We could have gotten that turn 5 more in the discard easily, just by playing the Fighting Gong and then discarding it. If we had gotten disrupted, things could have been more sketchy. But yeah, I mean, if you're in a linear game plan matchup, then yeah, I mean, you have the comeback potential with Briar to get you a little bit back in it. You have the opportunity to do big damage. You're like moderately tanky, but you don't have many workarounds to like counter things. It's a very linear deck. It's a fun deck. I do enjoy it. But tell me down below in the comment section what your thoughts are on this deck. But I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.